Hello everyone. I was just looking at some Instagram things and I remember, or I read something and then I remembered a topic that I wanted to talk about. So it's basically when you go out for dinner, for lunch, whatever, and someone like asks you what you order so they can order it. Or they want this dessert, but they have to have someone in the round also ordering that dessert, otherwise they wouldn't, or they would feel, out of place. So my best friend is very much like that, and yesterday I also experienced it with someone else. So we were in Starbucks because we had a long day of classes, and I was like, let's go to Starbucks. I need like a treat. Because even though it's so much money, I don't know if Switzerland is really special, but we pay like 9 francs for 1 cup of coffee. And I love the toffee nut latte. That's incredible. Like, that's a whole freaking lunch. So that's why I'm very hesitant about going to Starbucks. No other reason. But yeah, we were like, no, this day has been hard. Let's go and get ourselves a Starbucks latte. And then I don't like, I don't remember the word, like the cream they put on top of it. How's it called? Let me quickly search it. Because since I was a kid, I just don't like it. I find it, not enjoyable. Okay, whipped cream. And so whenever I also have dessert or something, I always give the whipped cream to my boyfriend or my mom or something. And then he asked me like if I got the whipped cream, and I was like no. Or he asked me if I want to get it, and I was like no, because I don't like it. And then my friend got asked the same, and she was like, chill, did you take the whipped cream? And I was like no. And she was like, okay, no, I don't want it. And I was like, why? Like, just if you crave it, take it. If not, don't. It doesn't depend on me whether she should have it or not. And I don't think she has an eating disorder. But yeah, that was really weird. Like, why would she ask me what I got? And then last weekend also we were having a raclette evening. So that's very Swiss, that as soon as it gets cold, you have a lot of raclette or fondue evenings. And we were at this, I don't even want to call it a restaurant, because it was more like a farm that has some space, and they offer raclette evenings, which is very nice. And they had different 3 different desserts, and one of the desserts was an ice cream and like apple cake. But apparently I didn't even know it. It's a very Swiss thing. So it's 3 slices of apple with a hole, and then they put it in dough and they fry it. I didn't know it, but very cool. But anyway, it was with vanilla ice cream, and I'm also not the biggest fan of vanilla ice cream. I just love chocolate or mocha and things like that, but not vanilla. So I was just like, no. And I asked just for, I think, coffee ice cream, some mocha ice cream. And then my friend, she kind of wanted the apple cake thingy, but then she didn't, and she just took an iced coffee. And then later other people got the apple cake, and she was so jealous. And I was like, when you really think about it, and when you crave it, like, just take it. It doesn't depend on me if I take it or if I don't. It's really about your gut feeling. And yeah, this is something I also had to learn in recovery, and now I'm like very extreme. That's just why I don't understand when other people do it, because I learned so much to not care about what other people eat anymore. Because in recovery, of course, I was so hyper focused on how much other people ate, how much other people moved. Especially when I was on holidays with someone, it was the worst. If they did like some steps more, I would have to do like the same amount of steps. For example, if they went like 5 meters away to take a photo of something, I had to do the same. Just because I was like, oh my god, if I don't have the same amount of steps now, I don't know, they burn more calories than me. And then I would also very much compare how much I ate for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Yeah, and I just need a lot of food. I also noticed it now. I usually eat more than my friends, which is totally fine. But yeah, back then I really tried to eat the same or less, and it was really bad because it was just way too little for me. Um, so yeah, how to get rid of that? I think you have to realize that every single body is different, of course, and needs different things. And you are in a different phase of your life. You are in ED recovery, which just means you need so much food. And once you realize that you are just, I don't know how to compare it. Like, imagine, for example, me, I have an office job, I don't really do any sports, how hungry I am versus, for example, a professional basketball player that exercises for 4 hours a day or whatever, and then every single day and just moves so much. Of course, he's gonna have a different hunger level, and that's the same with you. You are in ED recovery, which just requires you to eat so much. Versus other people have always eaten normally and now they don't have this urge to eat a lot. And yeah, I think this is kind of the basic thing to understand. And people are not gonna look at you, oh my god, she ordered dessert. Or if they do, fuck them. Like, that's a weird thing to do, to judge others for what they eat. So you shouldn't care about those people anyway. But yeah, those were just some thoughts that I had because I've experienced like the same situation multiple times lately with someone being afraid to order something because nobody else did. Yeah, I do understand it with alcohol. I think there I would still do it, but there I understand when you have this group pressure and everyone is drinking alcohol-free stuff that you don't want to be the one drinking alcohol or vice versa. But with food, really, please don't. Just take whatever you crave. Bye.